Hi, I'm Munchkin and I work at day camp at the conference center, and this is my 4th summer working at Mount Hermon. I am a student at Seattle Pacific University, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about my story at Mount Hermon. A little backstory is this last year I did an internship at a behavior rehabilitation program, and basically it was a place where there were a lot of kids with post-traumatic stress disorder and other intense psychological disorders, and it was a really dark place and therefore a really dark time for me. It was a lot of what drove me to come back to Mount Hermon, because I kind of needed my heart to be renewed, and this is definitely a place of that, and I needed to be around kids who had love to give me and who I could give love to, and who be around staff who loved Jesus, and so that's what brought me here. The 3 main things that have made my summer significant are watching a new staff come in and just embrace the job, and also having a camper just change my heart and renew my passion in what I'm doing outside of camp, so in school. And then also being able to come and be with some old staff members that I've been with, and just knowing that those friendships will last forever and always be encouraging and present. While I was working with 1st and 2nd grade, I was going through the med cards, and there was one girl who was going into 1st grade, and she had post-traumatic stress disorder from being severely abused. And so I was really nervous when I read that card and decided that she would be in my group because I've worked with those kids before. And so I didn't know how she would react, and I didn't know what her triggers were or anything like that, but just knowing that this was something I'm passionate about and that I wanted her to be in my group. And so when she first came, she was really nervous and really shy, and you could tell that she didn't trust anyone, which she didn't really have reason to. So she came and was always in the back of the line in my group, or always just in the back of the room, and when she would talk it would be in such a low whisper you could barely hear what she was saying, and just wouldn't really look people in the eyes. But then by the end of even the first day, you could tell that her heart was opening, because she would just come up and even just hold my hand that day. And then by the end of the week, she was engaging with other campers and other counselors, and it was just so encouraging to see and to realize that this place was somewhere safe for her, and somewhere she didn't have to worry about outside things and outside triggers of trauma. Something that God has constantly been teaching me this summer is that I don't have control and that I shouldn't have control. And that's just so obvious in the way that He has brought in this new staff, and they have totally embraced the job in ways that I could never expect that they have done, and the things that they bring into day camp that I've never seen in 3 years before. And in other things like camper stories that come in, and in the way I'm a leader, in the way I've been challenged as a leader at day camp, and just things that I didn't expect, and He's just come in and wiped out my expectations and laid a whole new groundwork of what He's doing in my life and what He's doing here. And just, it's so obvious that God is in control, and that He has His hand on our lives and in this place, and yeah, that His plan is just so much bigger than anything ours could be, and that's just been so obvious to me this summer. It's really encouraging to me to see how these kids who have been through so much, and who I didn't see change with in this last year, but I could see that this girl was opening up, and that there was hope that she could be changed, and really just healing my heart a lot for those kids and renewing my passion to work with them. And what's really cool is that God was totally, so clearly working in both of us and in both of our hearts, but in such different ways. But through that we were able to bond together, and it was just, yeah, really encouraging to see change. And so I can definitely walk away from Mount Hermon this summer knowing that I have a passion to work with these kids, and also that I don't have to just rely on my love, but that His love is totally what's working through me, and that's just the ultimate love. So there's nothing better than that, and there's nothing more encouraging.